giving a few seconds, just a few for people to jump in. Just giving a few for people to jump in. The news cycle today gonna be crazy. Let me turn this on. Just giving a few seconds, giving a few for people to jump in. You know what I mean? What up, Jimmy? What up, Jimmy? Giving a few for some people to jump in. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all share the stream out. Let people know we live. Gotta let people know we live. Today's news cycle is going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. Today's news cycle is going to be nuts. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day out there. What up, kid? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day out there. So far this morning, there's a nice 73 degrees in Maryland, in Baltimore. I'm headed to work if I can get there. Golly mighty. Traffic. I wish they'd figure something out about this traffic. I said, fuck it, I'm going to just go through the city. I'm going to have to go through the city to get to work today. Yeah, I agree, Jimmy. Oh, they was on fucking red alert last night, kid. You said they was gonna whoop on Kamami. Yo, they was on red alert last night, bro. They was in damage control last night all the way into this morning. Oh yeah, it was crazy. They trying so hard, right? Right now, they're trying so hard to deflect from the ass whooping that Joe Biden received last night. They're trying to deflect so hard from that ass whooping Joe Biden received last night. Now, I think HJ had a point last night on the stream, and to all of you guys who tuned in to Hotep's Been Told You last night, our debate special, appreciate y'all. HJ got a point. I think Donnie T might have took it a little easy on him, but I think that was a good thing. Is she walking down the street with nothing on? Oh my God, I should have seen that nonsense. Anyway, I think it was a good thing. Donnie T had some remorse. He even pointed to the fact that he was cognitively impaired if anybody couldn't see it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know who couldn't see that shit. But he even pointed out to the fact and alluded to the fact that he was cognitively impaired, which is crazy to me that they even allowed him up there. But Hotep's been told you. He said the whole debate, all Joe could think of was the vanilla ice cream he was promised. Oh man, yeah, they wanted him to be mean so they could shift the thing that Donald Trump was being a bully. So I was watching MSNBC. I know, guys. Sometimes you got to watch the opposition, right? I was watching MSNBC this morning just to see what they was thinking, and sure enough, they acknowledged the fact that Joe Biden is not there. They acknowledge the fact that he is a space cadet, but they try to shift from that and go into, well, the president, the former president Donald Trump, he fact checkers say that he lied about this, and this. I'm like, here we go, and they would jump cutting and playing shit out of context. You know how they do. You about to go to your black job, so they sitting there, they doing what they do, bro. Bro, you got to, yo. It's crazy how much damage control he is. But they're trying to make it seem like, well, he lied about it was false a couple of times. Like, no, nothing he said was false. He didn't start any wars. That's a fact. He lowered the cost of insulin. Talking about Donald Trump. That's a fact. Donald Trump had the Abraham Accords. He had 4 nations sign the Abraham Accords. 4 nations that you wouldn't even think would have signed the Abraham Accords. Signed the Abraham Accords. That's a fact. But Trump didn't bring up the Abraham Accords, and he should have. He did bring up the fact that he was the one that lowered the cost of insulin. That's what he should have did. Trump should have hammered him harder on the border. He should have hammered harder on the border. But I think what happened was Trump was trying to feel things out because I just knew Jake Tapper and them was going to just fuck him over and just start hitting that button, hitting that mute button, hitting that mute button, hitting that mute button. But come to find out, they were trying to save Joe Biden with the mute button. He trailed off. 10 minutes in, he trailed off. I was like, oh, them drugs is wearing off immediately. Those drugs is wearing off fucking fast. 10 minutes in, they tried to they were like, that's thank you, Mr. President, because he was gone. He was a space cadet. He couldn't remember his sentence. And Donald Trump called him out for it, and it was a funny one-liner. You know? He said, I don't know what he just said, and I don't think he knows either. He said, I don't know what he just said, and I don't think he knows either. You know, and he didn't. He didn't know what he said. He got caught up. They should have had his fucking Adderall on a fucking time release drip or something, because he was all over the place. But I think it was by design, and Hotep's been told you that shit was gonna be by design. You fell asleep, stuff? Oh man, you missed some shit. But I told you it was by design. I said either if he come up there sharp and with it, that ain't nickel slip. But I also said that this is probably a move for the Democrats to get rid of him. This is probably a move for the Democrats to pivot away from him. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing the Democrats pivot away from nickel slip. You know, Jay Pylon, shout out to Jay Pylon. Jay hit me up right before I went on with HJ and him. He said, hey, yo, Gavin Newsom just showed up with Kamala. And I was like, uh-oh. And that further solidified my thinking. Y'all. I was like, this is so they can they can get him out of there and they can pivot to another candidate. And I think they're gonna call Gavin Newsom off the fucking bench. And that might be a problem, y'all. That might be a huge problem. But we all know that Gavin Newsom's inept. But try telling that to the willfully ignorant. Try telling that to those never Trumpers. But I tell y'all, they're gonna need somebody with some political capital and some enthusiasm. And I think they're gonna go with Gavin Newsom. They know Kamala ain't gonna poll well. She ain't got the she everybody that was she's wearing pearls and I'm gonna wear pearls like my vice. They don't even give a fuck about her no more. They like, where this bitch been at? You know what I mean? Where's she been at? She ain't did shit. So ain't nobody gonna vote for Kamala. That's gonna be a fucking pummeling. But that Gavin Newsom, they can start trying to control the narrative. The thing about it is, if Trump can whoop him in, I think he can. I think Trump can stand toe to toe with Newsom, but the messaging is the problem. The branding is the problem, and we know that Democrats do better at branding and messaging than the Republicans. It's a shame. It's a shame that it goes that way. No, I don't think they're gonna try Hillary again. I think at first I was like maybe, but I don't think they'll try Hillary again. They don't look like they're gonna pivot to RFK either. I think it's gonna be it looked like it might be Gavin Newsom. They're gonna try to pull him off the wings. And think about it. Democrats ain't had their convention, right? Or whatever. They haven't picked their candidate yet, right? They haven't done that yet. See, people think they automatically went for Nickel Slick as the candidate. They never did that. They haven't done that. They waited to see what was going to happen. They waited to see what was going to happen first before they choose their candidate. And I think Gavin's going to be it. And if Gavin ain't it, it might be Big Mike. But who knows? All I know is last night they just showed the emperor that he had no clothes. They just showed the emperor that he had no clothes. They just showed the people that their emperor had no clothes. And now everybody's in damage control. Everybody seems like they're pivoting on the news now. Experts are wondering if Joe Biden should still be running for president. Experts are debating whether he should be replaced. This is what they're saying today. Newsom got a free shot in 2028. It might be crazy to run him now. You think Newsom or Matthew McConaughey? I don't know. The way Newsom done ran fucking California, I might have to go with Matthew McConaughey if they gonna pick one. But they need somebody with that enthusiasm. And Gavin Newsom got it. Need somebody with some political capital. Gavin Newsom has the political capital, although his political capital is for shit. Let's not forget, right? And they have to bring this up if it's the case, if he runs any debate, because now they're like, experts are wondering, should there even be a second debate? They know goddamn well it shouldn't be. It shouldn't have been a first debate. This first debate, I think, was by design to push Biden out of there. So I think after last night, officially, any supporters that he may have had are gone. Any supporters that he may have had, they're gone. So the Democrats have any inkling of winning 2024, they have any shot of winning 2024, they got to pivot away from him. And I think last night they gave everybody a reason to pivot from him. I think they set the stage for that. So it's going to be interesting, guys. It's going to be, 2024 election going to be a shit show, bro. They're going to be a shit show. They at least need somebody that got some capital enough for them to steal the shit again. Is this phone getting hot again? They need at least somebody with enough political capital to do this shit again. Enough political capital for them to Shanghai the election like they did in 2020. But like I said, the thing they got to bring up about Gavin Newsom, if he was to debate him, is the fact that he was primary. Gavin Newsom was primary in California. Everybody wanted him gone. They wanted him out of there, right? And that's what it's called, primary. Am I saying that right? People wanted his ass out. If it wasn't for the fucking Republicans picking Larry Elder, they might have got him out of the paint. But they picked the wrong person. They backed the wrong candidate. Surprise, surprise, right? Steph said all Trump had to say was vote for Biden if you want WW3. David Rex says McConaughey, De Niro. Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, all right. Mm-mm-mm. It's elder abuse. What happened up there on stage was elder abuse. There's a couple times he had a look on his face like he shit himself. There was a couple times he had a look on his face like he didn't know where he was. He was trying to fight back, but he just couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. I was drunk. I had 6 beers. I drank 6 beers last night because I was playing because I planned on doing the whole drinking game on my channel. Right? I planned on doing a whole drinking game on my channel, but it was on HJ shit, so I ain't want to do that. But I was just playing my little bingo card drinking game, and I was fucked up. The liberal media machine lost credibility last night as well, which is going to be a boat anchor regardless of who replaces Biden. Dems placed too much hope in weaponizing the legal system against Trump, which backfired bigly. That is true, and I appreciate you for the $20. I appreciate you for the $20. McConaughey, Newsom versus Trump VP would slap for content. Of course it would. Same here, drunk and listening to the debate while what'd you say, aging Elden playing Elden Ring. Did Rumble talk about the crash last night? Yo, that was wild. No, I didn't hear anything yet from Rumble. I know I tweeted at Rumble video. I was like, "Yo, what happened? Y'all ain't got enough servers?" I know HJ was ready to pivot over to Rumble. What's up, Montoya? HJ was ready to pivot over to Rumble, and I went to go to Rumble because I wasn't looking at it just yet. I hit the Rumble link on my computer, and that shit had a 500 error. I was like, "Damn, they ain't got enough resources to run it." So, but Rumble came back up though. It did come back up, but it was like, well, when I noticed Rumble came back up was halfway through the debate. I think it was during like right after the first break. I think I was like, oh, Rumble got it together. Rumble figured it out. So we had a solid tune in on Rumble. We had 11,000 people, I think, and counting over on X. That was amazing. That was amazing. But all right, can y'all hear me now? One in the chat. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. All right, cool. That's what I'm talking about. Anytime a phone call come through, it'll mess it up for some reason. So I had to go out back in. Anyway, now what I was saying is they got to look at Gavin Newsom's record. Like he, remember when President Xi came into town, and that was the time when he decided to clean up the streets. He's beholden to China. We know that for a fact. He was taking meetings with them. You know, we know his stance on guns. We know his stance on taxes. We know his stance on quote unquote care and all that other thing that most people should just be against. But like I said, you cannot underestimate the never Trumpers. You cannot underestimate uh, the willfully ignorant. If they vote for Gavin Newsom, we get 4 more years of we get 4 more years of fucking. Actually, I don't even say 4 more years. We might get the United States might fucking turn into a third world country. That's what might happen. The United States is going to turn into a third world country. Is what's going to happen. I tell you guys, it's a whole it's a whole shit show, guys. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. It's a whole shit show, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. But yeah, at some point I felt bad for Joe Nicholslick, because he should not have been up there. He should not have been up there. He looked like a confused old man. He was trying to remember the script that they gave him. He tried hard to remember the script that they gave him, and if, you could tell the drugs was on at first because he was talking a mile a minute. Eyes was like this, talking a mile a minute. I was like, oh, he on them good drugs. We definitely watching it dismantle and see us up. I was like, damn, then fucking drugs wore off. They probably gave him. They didn't time it right. They gave it to him. They gave it to him too soon. And then after that, it was just a decline. And the fact that Trump didn't take advantage of it, you know what? Salute to Trump for not taking advantage of it. Because if he would have took advantage of it and would have just started just pummeling him, then the whole news cycle would have been Donald Trump being a bully and this, like, and that, and the third. But it looks like they're gonna pivot away from Joe Nicholslick. It looks like Joe Nicholslick's career is officially come to an end. They're gonna like ride him off into the sunset on somebody's beach where he can sit with his vaccine injury and talk about the good old days. Because come on, make no mistake about it, guys. It seems like it's a vaccine injury. Like I mean, that's what I think. I think he took that shit and it fucked him up. I think he took that shit and it fucked him up. That's just me. That's me. I don't know. You know how it is. Anyway, guys, I'm just getting to work. I appreciate you guys riding with me. I'll probably go live tonight. I'm not sure yet. I don't think I got shit to do, so I'll probably go live tonight. What up, pro? If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share this stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. This fucking van don't get out of the way. You want to donate to the channel? $sign Cannon Holds up on Cash App. Super Chats from the Rants. Always welcome. How you doing? No problem. Anyway, guys, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, guys. And somebody send Joe Biden some ice cream, the vanilla variety. I'll let you.